somebody created a pull request to replace the entire workflow of our build. It was unsubtle, let's put it that way. And we didn't run it because it was a first-time contributor. We were lucky, otherwise it would have happened. And their entire goal was just to print all of the environment variables and run a PS and have that end up in the GitHub log.
Damn.
Forever. And we were using a self-hosted runner on a public repository, which is a no-no.
Yeah.
However, in terms of speed of build and cost, and even though it's an open source project, it was a heavy build.
Yeah.
And we were doing releases of Chekhov, maybe 20, 30 releases a day.
Wow.
And relying on a GitHub free runner for a project of that magnitude wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah, it's not enough.
So
in terms of perf,
it's not enough. So we needed a self-hosted runner. We had a lot of, we're a security company, so we had a lot of security around it. We had all of the right, we had all the right practices, which are very well documented on GitHub in terms of securing self-hosted runners. We were making sure that there were no outbound connections. We were making sure we didn't have environment variables that had credentials for our cloud. We didn't do any of the common pitfalls that might happen in a self-hosted runner. We weren't sharing the self-hosted runner with multiple repositories. Like, we weren't doing any of those bad things. But it is considered, I think even GitGuardian had a list of bad things to do in GitHub, and not using self-hosted runners on a public repository was like pretty high on the list.
You bet.
There is risk associated with it because you probably could slip up. I mean, there was another article that came out about 2 years ago, somebody who was looking at self-hosted runners and doing some basics and doing some basic research on them, and found that a lot of people who don't even expect that anybody would try anything malicious on their self-hosted runner. And because the self-hosted runner is within a particular cloud, it's almost like you're through the egg, like you're in the soft interior. So if you do get into a self-hosted runner, and you do query the cloud metadata that it can see, or you check the roles,
oh my God,
that it has access to, there's a huge opportunity for lateral movement. So you really gotta make sure you lock that self-hosted runner down.
Yeah. So, like, there's a reason why people go for a self-hosted runner, but it's not a reason actually to, keep it loose, especially if it's in the cloud. It's not even in your data center. So if there's an open door to your cloud, it's even worse.
Oh yeah. If that runner is in the same world as something that is completely adjacent, that isn't even part of that, there could be trouble.
Oh man.